Hi everybody, welcome back to Meta Perfume. I am Emily here with Twixie. Twixie's not feeling good today. She just started puking, but just water, and she won't eat. So hopefully she's okay for the video. Baby girl. So I did my celebrity perfume collection last time, and here is what happened. I was looking for all the links of where I could find the Britney Spears perfumes, and it was getting hard to find a lot of them. So I also realized that I said that I had every Britney Spears perfume, like every fantasy, every one of the fantasy range at some point. And then when I went online to find the links, I realized that there was new ones that I did not have. And I could only find a couple of them on eBay. And the new ones that I found were also only on eBay, and they were close to like $100 each. And I got suckered in, so I bought them. I think they were like from Europe, and then they had them shipped over here, which is why they were so expensive on eBay. And they were also like, that was the only place I would see them. Like I was looking different spots on the internet and nobody else had them. So I got them and they were good. They were really good. In fact, one of them I think is my favorite of the fantasy range. It has overtaken my former favorite, which was the Hidden Fantasy. So I had these two new fantasies and I was like, these are so good. And then I realized that there were other fantasies that I did not have in my collection as well. And so after those two were so good, I was like, on Fragrantica. Yes, I was on Fragrantica. And I came across this article somebody had written about the whole Britney Spears like fragrance empire and all of the releases that she's done to date. And they were like so positive and so like effusive about the Britney Spears range of like her collection of collections that I got a bug in my butt to buy all of the ones that I could find on the discount sites FragranceNet and FragranceX because they're pretty inexpensive, between like 20 and 30 usually, unless they're hard to find new fantasies that she's only selling in Europe or something and people are selling on eBay to Americans for expensive prices. I don't know. So I ended up getting a big Britney Spears haul from several different places. So that's what I'm going to cover today is my haul. And I haven't spent a huge amount of time with all of them. Oh, I'm missing one. Oh shoot, I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I got it. So I'm going to cover all of these Britney Spears fragrances and show you my haul and my first impressions, and I'll just get started with it. So this one, I was surprised by the positive reviews of this. This is one I've just never heard anybody talk about. Curious. I think it was her very first fragrance release, I believe, before the fantasy line. That's what the article said. And it's a floral fragrance, Floral V. It has magnolia in it. Circus? No, not Circus. Curious. Sorry. It reminds me of the Circus Fantasy color-wise. Curious by Britney Spears. This little gem it's nice. It's like, I wouldn't say it's, you know, exceptionally unique, or it's got like a pear magnolia heavy thing happening to me. It's my nose, and I'm not even sure of all the notes. I'll put them up here. But it's pretty. It's a pretty fruity floral, even from the opening. I haven't spent a ton of time with this one. I just knew that it was a floral, so probably a good springtime perfume. It might be a little heavy for hot weather. I would say You'd probably do better in like mildly warm weather, but it's pretty. The fruits and the flowers just are well blended. I mean, it's surprisingly good for how cheap it is, and I never hear anybody talk about it. Curious by Britney Spears. So that was one. Now, this one I didn't actually buy in my haul. This was the last one I had purchased prior to my little Britney Spears kind of craze that I went on. But it's the Festive Fantasy. And I just got a little bottle, which is, if I can find the little bottles, I will always get the little bottles because they have so much fragrance. But it's very cute, and it's got cherry and dewberry, I think. It's fruity. It's pretty close. I'd say it's not like an exact duplicate of Fantasy or any of the others, but it definitely has a lot of overlap in terms of just the character of it. And it's nice. I'm not maybe the biggest cherry note fan, but you know, I could see this being nice for a party, nice, happy, kind of lighthearted, maybe all year round kind of scent. Festive Fantasy. And now the two that I got on eBay. Oh, Trixie's eating. This is good. The two that I got on eBay were the Blissful Fantasy, which is this one. Blissful Fantasy. Very beautiful white floral. And for me to really like praise a white floral, it has to be very special because there's a lot that I don't like, actually. I'm not the most floral-y person. And then this one is Electric Fantasy. Now, I do think this is my favorite fantasy of all of them. It's got a note of pink pepper in it, and the character is just somewhat more complex and interesting and mature and less sweet, but not, it's still very feminine, but sort of in a more adult kind of way, I guess, with that pink pepper note. It's beautiful. It's really, really good. I love this. This is Electric Fantasy. Very good, which made me go, okay, I gotta get all these. That and that article I read made me just go on a craze. So the next ones I picked up were, I think this is the entire Prerogative range. So the Prerogative range have the original Prerogative, which is this one. Then I picked up the Prerogative Ego because it exists. And also the Prerogative Rave, also because it exists. And I definitely have a least favorite of these three. And the other two I like more. So I'll start with this one. This one is for sure my least favorite. This is the Prerogative Ego. And this whole range, which is interesting that it's unisex, and they've kind of made it derivative, like the bottle design, kind of derivative of, you know, the Fantasy line, but just a little bit more kind of, I don't know, modern. But this is a unisex range of fragrances, which is, I think, a first for Britney. And the Prerogative remake she did of the Bobby Brown song video was pretty cool. I watched that. Also making me more interested in buying these fragrances. Britney's a genius marketer. Now the thing I don't like about this, they all seem like this Prerogative line all seems to have an coffee apricot kind of forward thing going on. But the note that I smell in this Prerogative Ego that I don't care for as a note generally is saffron. So this one, yeah, it's not my favorite, probably one of my least favorite Britney's. And you know, if I can find somebody, I feel like I'd want to smell this on a guy and see how it could work well on a man's skin. But yeah, just not my cup of tea. That saffron note is too prominent for me, and a lot of other people don't even, well, actually that's not true. I'm not sure if I've actually watched other reviews of this Ego for Flanker. I may have just seen the regular Prerogative reviews, so that one's a little different. All right, so that's Prerogative Ego, and I'll just go to the Prerogative Rave. And this again, I'll put the notes up here. It's again got similar notes to the Prerogative Ego, but this one is a little bit less masculine, I'd say, and it doesn't have that saffron note. So yeah, it's definitely less harsh to me, I guess. More well balanced and more appealing to me generally, the composition. It's not I think it leans still slightly feminine. I wouldn't say it's like completely what I would consider not masculine or feminine, or kind of balanced on both, but it is nice. Yeah, I think the coffee is subtle. I haven't given this much wear yet, so it'll be interesting to see how it works on my skin and how it performs, because I'm not sure yet. But that is Prerogative Rave by Britney Spears. And then the original Prerogative black bottle. Oh, where am I gonna put it? I'm gonna put it. Yeah, I'm gonna say if you have Prerogative Rave, or like if you have one, you don't need both. I think they are very similar, the Prerogative and the Prerogative Rave. Yeah, I would have to, let's see, spend a little more time to even know what the distinguishing factor was. I'm not sure if their note profiles are the same. I feel like they listed all of the notes in a group on Fragrantica. I'll post what they have up there, but I don't know if they listed out top, bottom, and middle separately. Yeah, it's subtle, it's nice. I feel like it's something that is not going to be offensive. Like you could wear it to work. It's I've heard people compare it to Black Opium, but I maybe like it better than Black Opium. I'm not the biggest Black Opium fan. Yeah, coffee, apricot, and a few like light florals mixed in. Nice. Prerogative by Britney Spears. Okay, so that's the Prerogative side. I also picked up one, but not both, the private show, VIP private show. Now I knew I kind of like this one because I got a little sample of it, and I tried it, and I've actually watched some reviews on this. This is the VIP private show, Britney Spears, and it's nice. It's like pretty poor longevity, I would say. I have been mixing it with my Toy 2 because I'm really trying to get through my little mini Toy 2, because I just have this thing trying to finish these things instead of just tossing them. Anyway, maybe I'm just masochistic, but I found that I liked the way Toy 2 mixed with this, so I've been wearing it a lot in the morning. I feel like I probably could get through this bottle just by how like nice it is, but also how low longevity it is and how much you kind of have to spray to get projection out of it. It's subtle. I'll put the notes up here. I don't even remember. It's got like a nice balanced fruit opening, and it's not that sickly sweet kind of fantasy base that might have a whipped cream note in it, but it's not overly lactonic, overly creamy. It's a VIP private show, and I may, because I have the rest of them, pick up the regular private show, but this is a nice one, and people really like it on like YouTube. Other reviewers were really into it, so it was good. Okay, so I got some more fantasies too. Now, so last two, I got the glitter fantasy, and the box got thrown away inadvertently, but I actually like this one. This one, I got two more fantasies. I got the sunset fantasy. Wait, I have the box somewhere. Oh, right here. Sunset fantasy and the glitter fantasy. So these were the last two fantasies I knew that existed, and I was like, all right, well, I'll just get them all. Even though I kind of knew in advance, because I tried a sample of the sunset fantasy, I knew that I didn't really like it. And now that I have it, I know for sure I don't really like it. I don't know what it is about it. It's probably my least favorite of the fantasy line, and I think it's because to me it smells like slightly animalic and really like musky, not in a good way though. Like it's too heavy, and I don't know what the thing is doing with the animalic thing. It doesn't smell like as light as I would think. It probably is better for nighttime. It might be good in the winter actually, because of, I don't know, the character of it, even though most of them I think are more like spring, summer, warm weather fragrances. This one I might try out in the winter to see if I enjoy it more, but that's Sunset Fantasy, kind of animalic. But the glitter fantasy I really like. I think, again, the longevity isn't amazing. It's kind of meh compared to some of the other fantasies. But it's got like red berries and some other fruit on top. And to my nose, it smells like banana. Like there is maybe an undisclosed banana note in there, or maybe it's just that the composition altogether kind of smells like banana. But whatever it is, it's working for me. I like it. I think it's interesting. I think it's pretty and soft and enjoyable and pleasant. So I could see myself like working my way through this one. Whereas with the Sunset Fantasy, I might give that away if I can find somebody who likes it. So anyway, I think that's it for my kind of Britney haul craze. If you know of any other fantasy, obviously I don't have the private show, the main private show. I know that I don't have that one, but I have like featured in my celebrity fragrance video last couple posts ago. I'll link that below. If you have others that you know of that you like or don't like, or have feedback on, you know, what do you have in your collection from the Britney Spears empire. I've also heard that she gets all the money from it and it's not like subjected to the conservatorship, which I hope is true, because that would be good. Yeah, anyway, please give this a like and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in my next video. And I'm still working my way through my fragrance collection, so I'll be posting those within the next few weeks. So thanks everybody, take care, bye bye.